In this video, I really wanted to show you how Voices.com works. So we're going to take a little tour of the website here. I'm on Google right now. I just click on my searches, and actually I just enter V and Voices comes up. It's a fairly popular website for me. Now, what I love is the logical organization of this site. If you log in, you get what clicking on Voices.com takes you to. So whenever I click on here, I'm going to be taken to Voices.com and this kind of advertising page. But the cool part about this is right at the top of it, search for talent. I like that because I'm the talent that's being searched for. And it gives you all kinds of good stuff about Voices.com. Now, if I click on my home, this assumes, by the way, that I'm logged in, and I've been kept logged in. You can see here, Brian Jackson. You can keep yourself logged in so you don't have to keep logging in over and over again. So I'm logged in, and if I go to my home, I can see that I'm 100% complete as far as putting together my profile, and I've got 2 demos loaded, and then it gives you a bunch of links to cool stuff to figure out how this site works. Now, let's take a look at, what to begin with. Let's say your profile. So I go to contact information, and here is my various contact information as far as where I live and so on. If I go to bio, then I get my biography, which pretty much came from Udemy. But the cool part is here where you get to describe your voice and your special skills. Based on your special skills and your voice and so on, it will match you up and run you through this match-o-meter and tell you what percentage of match you have as far as the voice. So you can see here I'm male, I'm North American, I'm English, I'm West Coast, I'm middle-aged, and in fact, I'm going after middle-aged and senior, and I can do animation and audiobooks, all these things. And it matches this all up through software and then only sends you the stuff that has to do with you. And here's the description of my environment and good testimonials from students actually on Udemy. Thank you. And Udemy is the only site that I've got listed here. As far as a client list, it really should be your client list of Voices.com clients, but I have none so far. So that's what that takes care of. Let's go and click on Voices.com and get back to the top. So that was the whole profile thing. And if I click on profile, it will take me to the biography, the last place I was. Okay, here's the other cool part, is I can upload demos. And this, you can see 5 people have listened to my demo and 1 has listened to this. As far as them deciding, do they want to send me auditions? Ooh, yeah, so you want to do that. I've only uploaded 2. I could see having, I think there might be a maximum of 5 to 10 with the premium subscription. Here I have no reviews because nobody's paid me yet. Statistics, I've been liked 2 times and I've had 6 listens. And I've uploaded 2 demos. Yeah, I know that. So on these 2, I've had likes. And favorited by? Nobody. Okay, so this is the way that you can get statistics on yourself. Isn't that cool? So all that's under profile. Now jobs. This is where magic starts to happen. So you go here to hiring. And these are all the jobs that have been forwarded my way based on the match. Look at the match here. It tells me what percentage of match based on the way that I filled in my profile and that this guy is hiring. So it's about a 50 match. The budget is $250 to $500. Needs a response by the 8th. Now I've been chewing away at these. So today is the 3rd. And I've got about a 3-day lead. So I like to keep ahead of when things are due so that I can keep on top of hot jobs that come in. Unfortunately, I have no hot jobs. They come in and they show up with lightning bolts over here in this column. Now, let me show you the other categories. So notice the hierarchy here. So right, my home takes me to kind of the general overview and where I can link to things. And we talked about my profile. And then jobs hiring is where we went. Now notice as you move down the hierarchy here, here's answered jobs. These are the jobs that I have auditioned for. And there are currently, here you get to show or select how many you'd like to have shown at a time. And there are currently 60 jobs that I've auditioned for. I've had a lot listened to. That's what the little ear means over in this column. It shows you a status. And then I've had 2 thumbs up. Now, these are the ones that I've started recording today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 so far auditions today. And I've had 1 listened to. So you kind of use this as your criteria as how you're doing until you wait for your first sale, which is where I am. So that becomes the awarded tab. And once you click on rewarded, my heart catches just for a second, waiting for that first job. And then when you finish the job, then it goes to done. These are the jobs that I decided not to go after just because they're not after my voice or something like that. What does the flag mean here? Audition sent. Okay. Those maybe I should pay attention to. That I hadn't even actually noticed because I deleted the jobs and moved them off here. But that means that an audition is specifically sent to me, which means good stuff. So I've got to go actually after that. So that's how jobs works. And then you have payments and they go. So what happens with payments is with voices.com, all the payments go into an escrow account. And then they're held in escrow until you actually get paid, and then the job is completed. And along the way, people can send you messages. So here's messages over here. It's a very logical interface. I love logical interfaces. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually respond to a job here, or come as close as possible via this video. So I'm going to go to Jobs Hiring. And what I would typically do is I'd look, okay, today is the 3rd. So what's the next date? The 6th. I have 4 for the 6th I really ought to do. And here's the top one on 4 for the 6th. I have an 80% hit. That's not bad. And it's a $250. Now, I always bid the least because I'm just going for my first job. I bid the least of the budgeted job. So I don't always bid 100. I started doing that. I thought, that sounds cheap. What I ought to do is bid the very least of their budget. So I'm going to bid $250 for this, whatever it is. And rapid tag. Now, the first thing that I do is I check up here for what kind of role this is, and especially what kind of accent. Sometimes you see, African-American accent, or you see an Irish accent or something like that. Russian accents I've seen. And I just don't have it. I'm not going to do accents. So here the role is a scientist, and it's calm. I like that. So then you come down and you read about provide a voiceover track for an animated training video on applying and removing painless animal ID tags. Interesting. So for this, I would go into my software. Well, let's do that. Let's go into my software, and I'll actually show you doing this. Let's actually record it both ways. I'll record it via Camtasia and my software, which is NCH WavePad, which is my preference. So here it is, and I just go, give me a new file to store this in, and then I start recording, and look, it's recording me. Now I would imagine that Camtasia is still recording me. So let's see, scientist. Welcome to the rapid tag training video. Each kit contains a tray of 20 rapid tags. One side of the tag holds so you go through and you read whatever it is that you're doing. Now, when you're done and you read the whole thing, and sometimes it can be rather long, you come back here and you hit stop. Now, that's our video, and we're going to go and we're going to manipulate it. Beginning with the very beginning, we don't have very much room here, but I'm going to click on it first, and I'm going to say clean up. And what I like to do is I've taken a sample of my stuff, so I like to run auto spectral cleanup on this, and it cleans up all the the dead spaces. It makes them truly dead. With his chaotic eye, the shock mount, and running just the faintest bit of noise reduction, really good noise reduction through NCH, I find, or an NCH WavePad, I find that I get really nice recordings that I'm not going to be able to play for you because I'm not recording system sound during this Camtasia video. So that's the way that you record. And then what you do is, this is truly cool. You come up and you click on My Audition. So we're going to audition for this particular thing. You click on up here, and I've got a template set up for auditions. So when I click on it, down comes the audition. I come down here and I find out who is this for. This is for Marilyn Mallison. Okay, Marilyn Mallison. So I come in here and I fill in Marilyn Mallison, and then I go, okay, what's the least they're asking for? Oh, $250. Okay, that's my bid for the job. So I put in $250. And I put in the name here. Let's do that. It wasn't Marilyn. It was just Merrily. Okay, Merrily. That's a much nicer name. And $250. And then I go, okay, now select my MP3, which I just recorded for the voiceover, and I upload that, and then I say send edition. And there goes another edition. So that will actually be moved over from jobs hiring to jobs answered. And it will be my #1 jobs answered. And you just keep doing that, going to jobs, and then you go to jobs hiring, and you see the next hiring job, and you go, okay, what do I want to go after? And you click on it, and you look at its hiring. Oh, we need a creep. Abrupt, aggressive. These are the styles that they're telling us to use. So you read about it, and you go through and you do it. It's really easy to just maybe do 20 of these a day. And if you happen to win any of them, I figure you're ahead of the game because I haven't won any yet. But anyway, these are the early days. I'm about, 2 weeks in? Less than 2 weeks in. And I'm looking for my first job. And I thought I would record how Voices.com works. I can't take you much further than auditioning because I haven't actually won anything. But let's go here and look at answering. Okay, one more time. So you get the ear. Somebody listened to this one, but they didn't particularly like it. People liked these two, but then they're completed. Notice the status over here. Hiring, completed, deciding. Those are the 3 I've seen. So these 2 have been completed, not in my favor. And the way I can tell that is I go to awarded, and I don't have any videos. Now, what's interesting that I just discovered during this video is I go to a couple of videos I deleted, and I have people sending me auditions. That's interesting. So I've got to look into that right after finishing this video. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of Voices.com. This is the way to submit and track and at least get up to the point that you send auditions for jobs. Costs you about, $275 a year to get in. This is a pay-for-play site, but I found that you get a lot of auditions. I get somewhere around 13 auditions a day. So I'll see you in the next lecture.